Guess what just came minutes ago? Oops. Stop, dude. Alarm's going off. Craziness. I did get my candles lit in the background. IG, you look a little bit dark. I am real savage, 75. Were you born in 75 or is just 75 an awesome year? Because I was born in 75. That was a good year. It produced good babies, at least me. I got something in the mail that I was waiting for just before. Welcome to the time of receiving your packages at 11 o'clock at night. Okay, it's not 11 o'clock at night. Welcome to Ethereal 8 Essences and welcome to Victoria Camarillo. I'm glad to see you ladies back with us again. So I told you I was gonna give you a report on my nails. These are press-ons with the little sticky things. Do you guys know if I can buy more of the like gummy, sticky, two-sided tapes to keep these guys on? Because this one and this one popped off. Tatiana Jackson Mana Iraldi is with us. Welcome. I had to separate your name out. But yeah, so I'm looking for those two-sided things because I used this guy, and you guys also might know some better glue. I used this and reattached this one and this one. This one was the first to go off and it was fine. But I opened the door today and this one flicked back on the handle or the knob or whatever it is, and flicked off. So I had to glue it back on. But yeah, I don't know. What's a good way to keep press-on nails on? They're cute. They're cute. And they don't bother me too much. I'm a pianist, sort of. I mean, I'm a functional pianist. I don't consider, I'm a singer, and I will call myself that, but I don't call myself much of a pianist because I'm more functional. But I do teach piano because I can teach people how to be a functional pianist and how to enjoy it. So these are the nails, if you're wondering. The Impress nails, I got these from Walmart. They come in 32 a pack, and they have a range. So, but there's, the size difference it's close enough that you can kind of fudge them a little bit. So I might get some more. The reason I am barefaced is because I can. It's my show, darn it. But also because I just took my makeup off. Because I'm going to put 2 eye looks on for you tonight using, drumroll please, this palette. Look how pretty that is. It's actually more pink than purple. The only purple really here is this one right here. All of these are shimmers and all of these are shimmers. These are the only mattes. Is that correct? Yes. And this one's more of kind of a satiny, but it's a satiny duochrome. And so, yeah, these are actually have quite a good pink shift. So the flamingo vibe does actually work. But isn't that cute? Speaking of cute, so this happened today. My husband's from Haiti. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys know that. Most of you guys maybe. He's from Haiti and he just got up here just a little over a year ago. So there's still a learning curve with culture. And before that, we lived in Haiti and then the Dominican Republic together. And so he hasn't gotten the whole gift thing. Because in Haiti, you just don't give gifts because people don't have money like that. So nobody expects gifts. So people just don't give gifts. They'll buy things. Like, he is very generous as far as he'll just get things for me and stuff randomly. But then he'll completely forget holidays. So, like, my birthday, he forgot until, like, 11 o'clock and then in the morning. And then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, it's your birthday. And then, yeah, it was kind of that sort of thing. I can't say that name because I don't read Cyrillic very well. So welcome. If your name isn't Cyrillic, welcome. User 848374992. That's really random. I mean, it's probably not random to you, but it is random to me. Anyway, so yeah, he's not good at gifts. So I have two stockings, and I had them last year. We didn't really use them that much, but I was like, okay. I explained to him, that one's mine and that one's yours. You have to put a bunch of little gifts in there, and then on Christmas we open them, or Christmas Eve or whatever. We haven't decided when we're going to do that. And so a couple days ago I was like, do you see? Your stocking is fat. Mine is skinny. And he was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then So I sent, because I know he doesn't have time for one, but also I know he's not buying gifts because because he can't do that. So, oh, you aspire to be me one day. Oh, thank you. One day you will be as old as me. Anyway, so yeah, so he went. I know he's working all the time, so I know he's not buying gifts. So I sent my niece a little thing from a Walmart teapot that's like really cute, and I forget what the brand is, but it's the one that's like all teal and reds and yellows and stuff, and that's kind of my vibe in the kitchen. So I'm like, I want that teapot. And I said, you should send this to him and tell him you should buy that for me for Christmas. So she sends it to him. He shows me and he says, why did she send this to me? And I'm like, you're not supposed to show me what she sent you, dude. You're supposed to be like, I gotta show you guys my candles behind me because they're cute. There we go. There we go. There's the ambiance. Anyway, so you're welcome. So I was like, why are you showing me that? And he's like, why did you send her this? And I'm like, I just sent it to her, playing dumb. And he's like, what do you want? And I said, you don't buy anything for anything. Like, you need to learn how to give gifts. That's what we do here. We buy gifts for people. And he was like, what do you want? And so I was like, faking, I'm like, you don't buy me anything for my birthday. You don't buy me anything for our anniversary. You don't do anything for, kind of give him that little thing. And then he was like, oh, you're mad at me. And I was like, no, you just don't buy me any gifts. And then he's like, buy what you want. And I was like, that's not the point. That completely is not the point. He's like, no, buy what you want, buy whatever you want, and I'll pay for it. I said, anything? And he said, anything. So the last post that I put on IG is an adorable little kitten that's on Craigslist. And I want her. She's so cute. So I want her. Anyway, I sent a message to the people and I was like, is she still available? And then I called them and then I left I sent them a text message, then I called them, I left a voicemail, and then I emailed them. Makeup tutorial. We're going to do that in a second. Yes, we will do a makeup tutorial. So hang on. So that was excitement. I'm going to drink this stuff. So I got an influencer. I want influencer to send me makeup and stuff like that, but they think because I'm old. Mama Piercy is here. Hi, Mama Piercy. Welcome. Amber Miller is on YouTube. Hi, Amber Miller. Welcome. So influencer sent me this. It's like emergency sort of thing, but it's Nature's Bounty Immune 24 Plus. That. It comes in this box. How many are in here? I don't know, like 20 maybe. I don't see how many are in here. But anyway, 14. This is a big box for only 14 packets. That's a lot of wasted space. How old am I? Hi, Henry Singleton. Welcome to the party. I am 46 years old. People have been asking me a lot about like my skincare and my hair care and all that kind of stuff. One of these days I'll do like more intense and depth things on oils because I use only oils on my face. And I've only used oils on my face for years. And that makes a huge difference. And if you don't believe me, I'm 46, born in 1975. So most people can't believe that because my skin looks pretty good for that. Miss Charlie's here. Hi, Miss Charlie. I'm going to drink some of this. Have you ever had any of it? It's Nature's Beauty Immune 24 Hour Plus. 'Tis the season, right? I still have a little bit of a cough. Not too bad. Oh, by the way, good evening. How's it going? What are you making for supper tonight, Miss Charlie? Or did you already finish? You're on East Coast, right? So you probably already finished or might have already finished. I don't know when supper time is for other people. So this is what it looks like. It's just floating on top. That's just water I put it in. No supper tonight, or nope, not making supper, or nope, not finished. There's a lot of things. Anyway, I went to the dentist today. I had a tooth pulled out, so now my smile matches. I can wear a bridle now. Did you all know that horses have a gap in their teeth like that? And that's how they can wear bridles, because the bridle goes between the teeth. Fun fact. You also control a horse if you put your finger in that and kind of hold it, it will keep them from basically doing anything. I used to train horses back a long time ago when I had horses. It's Wednesday. They make their own dinner during the week. You know what? That's right. Only for me, they make their own dinner all the time. Well, not Pup, but hubby does. And that's not actually true. So I went to a restaurant with niece and nephew, and niece is usually not here. I'm going to want to find something to stir this with because that's not going to work sitting on top like that. Maybe I can do this while spilling it. I didn't think this through very well. Use the end of a brush. Make a brush. I don't have a spoon here or anything. Oh well, I'll find something, a finger or something. We went to a restaurant and they wanted wings. We got these wings that were they were Haiti something or other. And I was like, ooh, let's try these. And they're like, okay, cool. Then they didn't say anything about it. I'm like, do these actually taste like Haitian something? Because in Haiti, we don't have wings. So they're like, well, they're supposed to be like Haitian spices. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to think of what spices they would have. We got those and those were so hot. Like I took a half of a bite and I was like, and she's like, I'm so sorry. The other girl should have told you. And she brought me milk. Or I asked for milk and she said, I'm not even going to charge you for the milk. So I just sucked down all this milk and my nephew tried them and he had to dig into the milk and my niece tried it and she had to, and all of that with one wing and we didn't even finish it. So I was like, can I replace these? Like she didn't tell me that they were this hot at all. And there's nothing, you won't find food in Haiti that's this hot. I'm sorry, you won't. I've eaten all over the island and no, you will not find food that's that hot in Haiti. Maybe it's like they confused Haiti with Hades or something. I don't know. Cause that tasted like Hades, not Haiti. Anyway. So yeah, I got some other ones that were Jamaican jerk. Those were scrumptious and beautiful and wonderful. And then I got just some jambalaya and he hadn't tried either of those flavors before. And I brought them home and he was very happy. So he's a fan of jambalaya, but it was like $17 for one plate of jambalaya. I really want this to go down. I'm going to use the end of a brush, because we do what we got to do. There's a little elf brush. This is going to stir my vitamin stuff. It's staying to the top. Okay, now it's going down a little bit. It doesn't dissolve as much as like vitamin, like the vitamin, or I don't know. What's the other one called? Emergency. That's what it is. It's not vitamin at all. Emergency. Kels is with us. Hi, Kels. How are you, Kels? Where's Kelly been? Kelly used to join us all the time. She must just be busy. It's that time of the year, right? Anyway, so he liked the jambalaya. Now I have to learn how to make jambalaya. I can follow a recipe. It's easy enough. Let me suck this extra juice off of the end of this thing. Oh, no, it went down my chin. I told you it was going to be girl talk tonight. Spilling all down my chin. We just hang out. We have the emergency. Yeah, emergency, it dissolves a little bit better. I feel like this is all going to the bottom, but we'll see. Flavor's pretty decent. It doesn't taste like sugary stuff. It tastes like vitamin water. Anyway, some fun things I picked up recently. I had to get this. Oh, I've had such a literally pain in the neck. And it's not my husband. I have like a pinched nerve or something here. So I've been trying to do like a bunch of, shoulder exercises and stretches and all that kind of stuff. But because I'm a doctoral student, so I study for a long time, or I was studying for a long time. Now I can't because it's giving me a super migraine. I also wondered if the sports bra is like putting pressure there. But I wore a different one, but it's kind of is in the same spot. Like maybe it's a sports bra is actually creating a problem. So I picked this up, Walmart, because y'all know I love Walmart. It's plugged in on the other side. I'm trying not to spill anything because it's coming across. So this little shoulder massager, you turn it on here. It's supposed to have heat too, but the heat is not very much. But it's got these two little nubbies. Oh. If you don't have this, you should get it. If you like neck rubs, and you can kind of position it different ways, like move your head. And then for my shoulders, you can actually use it if you put it like sideways on your shoulder. So you can actually do that. And then it has these little strappy things so you can put more pressure on if you need. Yeah, and it's supposed to be like heated too, but it just has like these two little nipples. Basically, they look like little freaky little nipples moving around in there. But it is plugged in instead of, I'm going to try to put this down here without killing anything. It's plugged in instead of battery powered, so it has a lot more power to it. So if you need a massager like for real, like me, that's a good idea. I also have one of the little handheld, like little things that you get from the drugstore. or from Walmart. I don't know where I got it. And I use that too because it has like the little vibration, and so that's good too. But yeah, I got it. Man, my shoulders are so bad, but that does help a lot. All right, what else? Oh, I got this cute purse. Isn't that cute? I got this for the wedding, my niece's wedding. I wanted it with silver hardware because that was the color scheme, but I just thought it was so cute. So I actually went to 4 different places right before the wedding, right before I was supposed to be at the wedding. I mean, I was there a couple of hours early, of course, because, you know, duty calls for rehearsal and stuff. But yeah, that was a cute little thing I picked up. I couldn't find any with silver, so I was like, okay, we're going to take that one. So this is a palette I've been using. My second round with this. ColourPop, it's my pleasure. This, I liked it a lot more this time than I did last time. Last time it seemed like most of my looks were coming out more pink. This time they came out more purple, which is my style. But I think I just knew what I was expecting, and that's why. So before I was kind of using these as transition shades on every one, and that a Rubik's Cube handbag. Miss Charlie has a Rubik's Cube handbag. Sorry, I get distracted. That's cute. I like that. I don't have a lot of like novelty handbags. I mean, I don't have any novelty handbags anymore. I used to have some cuter ones, but yeah. Now, I think I have 3 purses, including that one. Maybe. I might have more than that. But yeah, so I was using these and everything was turning out really pink, and maybe this dark one here. So instead, this time I kind of went across the rows, and that seemed to have made it more purple. So I did a look with the middle row today, and then I've already done the other 2. So I will be posting this at some point. I am behind on my posts because life happens. But I almost did put this in my declutter, but now that I used it again, I'm like, I kind of like that. So I don't know. I might consider popping some of these out and, you know, decluttering part of it. I don't know. There's the other one that's, forget the name of it, but it's the green and blue tie-dye pale one. So I usually use crossover bags also, but I thought that didn't work with the outfit because the outfit had like an off-the-shoulder thing and it would just been weird. So this little handheld thing was cute. I was looking for a clutch, but I'm like, oh, that's cute. That one works. So, and it also matched my shoes because the shoes are the same shiny. This one's a little bit, just a touch brighter red than the shoes, but because the handbag was up here and the shoes were down there, not up here, but you know, waist height. So yeah, that worked out pretty well. So basically just before, I did start early tonight because I got a lot of stuff to go through. So I wanted to make sure I give time to gab. I don't have that much stuff, but I do have stuff. Things to go over. You guys can tell me what you think of these guys. So there were a couple sales at Ulta, and then I had other things. I still have a $10 coupon there, but I want to try this one palette first because there's another palette that I want to get from them that is really cute looking, but it's the same brand as the one I'm going to show you in just a second. And I have not seen many reviews on it, and there's no reviews on Ulta. So, Kels, we are going to be doing a look on each eye with this palette. And then we're just talking about stuff. So, you know this palette? It's so cute. It's less purple than it looks. It's more pink. Hence the flamingo. But it's really cute. Okay. So let me show you what I got. Oh, first let me show you the other thing I got. Oh, wait. I already showed you that, didn't I? I'm having moments. I'm having senior moments. Yeah, I think I showed you everything else that I wanted to show you other than this little haul. Okay. Let me move my I was going to say liquid courage, but it's liquid vitamin. I haven't had any liquid courage. Oh yeah, so I got my tooth pulled today. Man, dental work in the developing world. It's not appropriate to say third world anymore, but when you say third world, that kind of gives a picture to people, which is pretty accurate. So back in 2010, I was in my undergrad and I had a really bad problem with my teeth. A little purple Huda palette. What is your Huda palette that looks like that? because I have a little purple Huda palette too. That's really cute. I've got a couple of them, but I think the one you have is the purple haze. Is it that one? Or is it something else? Anyway, so yeah, and my brother said, come down to Mexico because they were down there at the time and they've lived there most of his life. And almost my sister-in-law's Mexican. So a few months ago, yeah. Well, my hubby, we just got up here from Haiti, right? So in Mexico, let's rewind. In Mexico, I had like 4 extractions, a cap and a bridge, a root canal, a polishing, and something else. I don't know, like ridiculous amounts of dental work done in 1 week. Every single day that week, I was in the dentist chair. You know how much it cost me? Less than $400 US. And the ticket was like $400. And I didn't have any insurance at the time, so it was going to cost me like $1,200 just for the one tooth. Anyway, they did a cap and a bridge. Worked out just fine, but then it came out like 10 years later in Haiti. So when I was living in Haiti, it came out and I was like, oh. So we called around, tried to get a good dentist. Finally, we're referred to one, went to one that was just terrifying. And I was like, yeah, we're not going to go back there because it was like, there was no electricity and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, basic infrastructure is a good idea if you're going to have them do stuff on your teeth. Went to another guy. Seemed like he was all great. He was actually a professor at the university where I worked. But he fortunately didn't teach medical. He taught Spanish. Anyway, he messed it up so bad. Like he just shoved the thing back in there, put glue all over it. I've mentioned this before. Anyway, so it was all infected. And here's a trick for you. If you don't have dental insurance or if you just can't get to the dentist, hydrogen peroxide. I know people have used it back in the day, and then sometimes people are like, don't use it. You've got to. My husband and I, it's literally the only way we've survived. He had two majorly like broken teeth, like where the everything is exposed. I don't know how he managed, but they had the one taken out. We got to get the other one taken care of. For me, it was just the one. But hydrogen peroxide, put it in your mouth, swish it around. I usually just keep it through my shower and then spit it out at the end of the shower before I brush my teeth. And usually twice a day if it's really bad. And that will keep down swelling and infection and that sort of thing. So because most of the pain that you have in teeth, it's usually because of swelling and infection. But once the nerve is exposed, it's of course because the nerve is exposed. Which fortunately I didn't have, but he did. But I did have a lot of swelling even though I was using hydrogen peroxide. They were like, man, how did you manage this long? And I'm like, no insurance and not a lot of options. Actually, when we were in the Dominican Republic, we probably could have had it taken care of for pretty cheap, but that was COVID and everything was shut down. And so yeah, we just went in. So now I have a matching smile on both sides. So now we're going to have to see about getting because I don't have anywhere to chew. So I'm going to have to just drink through a straw for until we get something put in there, whether it's implants or something. But that's my beautiful smile. See, now it matches on both sides. Anyway, okay, so that was my story of the day. I got other stories too. I could tell stories. So this just came. Okay, I'm going to show you the less exciting stuff first. I got these 3 items because they were buy 2, get 1 from Essence. This is the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I just threw this in because it'd been on my want list because somebody recommended it. Has anybody tried this? I've got this in Sunny. I've tried a lot of Essence things, but I don't know if I have one of their bronzers yet. I kind of like the packaging. The packaging is kind of, that crystal plastic and just sleek and modern. I don't know how long the wording and stuff will last. Probably not very long. Let me see if I can swatch this. So that's what it looks like on my finger. Looks like a good color. And then it looks like that. So maybe I'll bring this. I might bring this to, well, actually, no. I was thinking to the Dominican Republic. We're going in a couple weeks, through 3 weeks. I might bring this, but I also might just take one of the palettes, an Ofra pellet or something like that has everything in it because then it would be less packing. And then I got 2 lippies. I have one of these in a lighter color, and I don't even know what the difference in these formulas is. But so we got this little guy, and this is in Happy. This is the white tube. I wish they had the formula written on. I try to get that. But that's a nice kind of spicy, mauve-y, almost nude, but a little bit too dark to be nude. So that's a pretty one. And then this one I really like. This is, let me see if it has the formula in here. Long lasting lipstick in Curious. Rouge Olive. So it says just long lasting and Curious. I don't know if it's long lasting. I've never tried these ones. But look at this color. Isn't it cute? It's like this mauve grayish, very cool toned. Totally love that color. It's not really my coloring, but I love it anyhow. So I'm going to put this on because it's cute, darn it. I do have a lip mask on, so I'm going to put this right over the top. Because I can. Let's see. It won't be as long lasting because of the lip mask under it. But, you know. So it's definitely that gray tone on me is tends to wash me out a little bit, but I don't care because I like it. Probably what I would do is I would use this with like a pink liner or something that's closer to my skin tone and then put this in the middle. I have like a really, really gray, like grungy gray from LA Girl, I think, that I really like, but that's how I have to wear that is put something that's more my color in the middle and then put that on the outside. So anyway, all right. Rainbow's not running around tonight. Usually she runs around when she hears me on here. She's probably just like, I'm fed up with you, Mom. So kittens. There's a possibility I might have a kitten next week. My husband will not be happy about it, but he did say, anything I want, buy it and he will pay me for it, or he'll pay for it. And I said, anything? And he said, yes, anything. And he knows I want a kitten. He has said no, but he knows I want a kitten. He said anything. What do you think? Miss Charlie, you know all about marriage, compromise and stuff. I joked that last time I wanted a kitten in the Dominican Republic. I wanted one kitten and he didn't. I wanted a kitten and he didn't want a kitten, so we compromised and we got 2 kittens. Actually, we got 4 because people kept bringing their cats to us. Once they found out that I wanted a kitten, they kept bringing more. But we found homes for the other 2. All right. Oh, I'm so happy to have this palette. I've been wanting it for so long, and I just haven't gotten it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Flower Beauty Jungle Lights. This has been raved about, and it is so much prettier in person. I know, isn't that cute? Kitten cute. It is on Craigslist, and I have been bugging the people. Ooh, this is like really sticky. Like it feels like it's gonna hold. Like maybe you don't even need any sort of a sticky base under this. Yeah, that kitten is so cute and is on Craigslist right now here. And I wrote them and said, please tell me this kitten is available. And I said, does the cat have any problems with dogs? Like, because most dogs, the cat is about 6 months old, so it'll probably get used to a dog unless it has trauma. So if it has dog trauma, then that can be a little bit just traumatizing. So as long as it hasn't been abused or anything. Are you freaking kidding me? This is a $17 palette, guys. Oh, you hear that little crackle in the background from the candles? I'm burning the one that I got from the Walmart. The wood wick one, that's the one that crackles so much because of the way the wick is. But it lasts forever. I have another one of those that I got in another. I haven't paid full price because they're expensive. It's actually like more than the cost of the box, I think. My goodness, this is so pigmented. It's just going all the way around my hand. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Should I get the kitten and then just be like, well, you told me everything. And then I know he's going to be upset, but he will get over it. He got over the dog. But, it's also going to be like, it's going to make our house maybe a little less happy for the time being. Look at those, they're so cute. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. Oh, these colors are gorgeous. This palette. Vicky G143 is here. Hi, Vicky. Have you seen this palette? Can you guess that palette just from the swatches? I should make this a contest. I should swatch a palette on my hand, and then you have to guess it, and whoever guesses it wins something. But I'm not doing that. That is this palette. So I'm thinking, what else? I have one more order coming. Who is it coming from? Oh, I have 3 palettes in that, even though 2 of them are teeny tiny palettes. But so I have an elf order coming. Not as exciting though. I don't know if I want to do one look on each. Although actually I probably will, because I've got the 2 new bite-sized palettes. So I'll probably do a look on each eye with those. Since they're the new bite-sized palettes. And then I'm also getting one of the old, what's that old one that they had this summer? It's not that old, but it's from the summer. This is an older palette, but I feel like it is kind of a perennial. Like it just seems to stick around and people still talk about it, because look at that. I mean, that's just some beautiful performance. Here's the other one. You ready for the other one? I was so glad when I saw this on sale. By the way, this is on sale. Go get it. It's like 40% off or something like that. It's like $17 for. Jungle Lights was on. No, it wasn't on sale. I just had. It wasn't on sale, was it? No, I don't think so. I just had coupons and stuff. And also make sure that you do Rakuten or whatever it's called. Coming to America. This is the Uma brand. I have wanted this palette since it came out. It's so cute. The packaging is just so luxe and pretty. I mean, it's just, printed on, but look at that. It looks so royal. I mean, this is like a lot thicker than most plastic on there too. But look at this color story. I have not swatched it yet. It just got here just before I started the live stream, so I've waited for you to join me. Okay, there are 3. Sorry, guys, I can't see. I do have an eye appointment tomorrow. There are 3 mattes. Looks like 3 satins and 3 shimmers, maybe. Let's see. So, FU2. Alrighty then. Royal Bloodline, which is purple. All right, these aren't picking up great, but that's okay, because they're picking up like smoothly. They're just, I kind of have to rub into. They're definitely not like the Flower Beauty one. And Aristocracy. Yes, I'm blind, so I just have to go with that. That right there is a pretty look right just that way. Let me see if I can put them on the back of my hand. So there's the red one. I'll try to smooth that out a little bit because I put it in a bad spot too. It rubbed away a little bit when I did that, but I rubbed pretty hard. So, we're not going to judge them too hard until I put them on my eyeballs or on my eyelids. Don't put shadows on your eyeballs. They're not super shimmery, but again, that's just on my arm. That's not like with a tacky base, which I normally will use. But definitely, so far, this little guy's outperforming, but they're basically the same price now. Because this used to be 30 something, and now it's 17. Okay. Well, this row looks definitely a lot better. There's a second row. That's the middle row. So we've got, this is Mulahi. Is it Mulahi? Oh, that's a pretty teal color. That's beautiful. Ooh, like that. And then, I can't read this. Why do people make their stuff, palm wine? Why do people make their palettes gold and reflective so you can't read it? Palm wine. Peter's Cultsis is with us. Sorry, I didn't say that right. You can tell me how to say that. And welcome. So that's a nice little pale gold. And here's a bright gold. And this, I'll read the name in just a second once I can see it. That's a nice, pretty dark gold. And that is Gold Stacks is the name of that one. And draw my hand. One more row. And then I'll probably use this and then decide. I'm not going to use it tonight. But then I'll decide. Oh, that is a little bit satiny, I think. The black one. If I want to get the other one that goes with it. Because the other one is more colorful, less deep. This one is more my style, but if I like this one, I might get the other one because I think it's cute. That's a pretty, like, peachy, coppery, peachy tone. Here's that black. Okay, that's definitely a matte. Kind of felt like it's actually pretty decent black. Felt a little bit more satiny, but it's not at all. And then here's that purple. I'll read the names for you in just a second. Okay, that purple's not bad. That's actually pretty smooth. It's smoother than the red, but the red might have been my swatching as well. So those are Desert Rose, Wake Up, and Gazania. So Desert Rose, Wake Up, and Gazania. Cute. There's the Uoma. Here, I'll put it up for you so you can see, along with the swatches. So this is what it looks like. Nice. Nice. Yeah. So I think that was good. Kila Da. Welcome. I am sorry if I mispronounce your name. That's all part of it. I'm trying. You know, it happens. But welcome to the party. So yeah, this palette I think is very pretty, and now I'm curious about getting the other one. This one did have 100% ratings. I think 2 ratings, but the other one doesn't have any ratings. So the cover gets fingerprints on it easily. So I'll try to see if I can wipe those out. Nice. We'll talk about what ones you guys want me to do 2 looks with next week, because I don't know. I will have the 2 elf ones, and I'll probably do it with those, but I might then bring these back in. So good pronunciation. Good. Thank you. You know, hey, if we mispronounce names, my name gets mispronounced. My husband's name, because it's spelled Roudy. Everybody wants to call him Rowdy. That's not what it is. Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W. R-O-U-D-Y. R-O-U-D-Y. It's R-O-W. Anybody heard that cheer before? All right, guys, let's put some pink flamingo on my eyeballs. So the middle row is all mattes. The top and bottom are all shimmers. Should I use... Some of these are pretty similar when I swatched them. I have not used it at all. So yeah, some of them are kind of similar. Should I do like a row, like a vertical row, so that I've got 2 shimmers and a matte? Or should I try to use like all the shimmers in it? I feel like when I use all the shimmers, sometimes it works out really well, but that usually works better when I have more different shimmers, because if they're too similar, it's kind of like, what's the point? What do you guys think? I'm gonna have to put my glasses on to see what you guys think, but I'll give you a second to deliberate. Let the jury deliberate. Oh, by the way, speaking of shows that we like to watch, so I just finished All Rise. That was only a 2-season show. I've got Hulu only. If anyone wants to share their Showtime login with me so I can watch Dexter, you'd be my BFF. And the other one that I want to watch is I need Bravo access, because I want to watch the rest of Project Runway. I got the free shows, and that's like 4 shows in, so I'm at episode 5 of this season, and that's it. So I do really enjoy good Project Runway. So if anybody would like to, help a sister out, give me some logins, shoot them my way. Shorty, swing my way. Sure looks good to me. Now would you please swing my way? Bring it over here, shawty. Oh my God, Dexter's so... Oh, you know what? Shut up. Shut up. Unless you're going to give me logins so I can watch it, do not tell me that Dexter's so good. Okay, are you talking about the new... I'm kidding. I love you. 2 shimmers and a matte. Okay, I like that. 2 shimmers and the matte. That's what we've got. You're talking about the new Dexter, right? Because, the old Dexter, I love the old Dexter. Until that stupid ending. They should have been like, Dexter should have finished him for that ending. I'm just saying. Because that was criminal. That was seriously criminal what they did to us on that ending. So when he came back, I was like, we knew Dexter didn't die. And me, I'm the one that Googling, is there a next season of Dexter? Like, nope, it's not coming back. I'm like, really? 10 years? Now I'm waiting. Okay, so Kels, you got to give me some logins. You better be up in my inbox with those logins so I can use. I don't want to pay for the whole service. I get Hulu. That's all, you know. There's enough stuff to watch on Hulu, but I do want to watch Dexter, and I do want to watch Project Runway. So I want to finish the season. Okay, what am I getting? Okay, so I primed my eyeballs, my eyelids. Let's be accurate about that. I still haven't washed my brushes, so this is all I've got here. You know what? This is the wrong place, but these, if you do not have one of these, you need one. Do you know what I use this for? Anybody? What do we use this for? Anybody? I don't use this side because that's like, you can't even fit your eyelashes between there. You see how thin it is? And then you get like mascara on it. You're going to just pull your eyelashes out. So that's just silly. Unless you're like wearing falsies, maybe it'll work for that, but I never use falsies. But this side, this is the perfect face broom. Literally, it's a face broom. It's not a brush. It's a face broom. You know what? Just trust me, it is. When you get like bits of glitter, I don't have anything there. Or you have, I mean, it's good when you have mascara that you miss and then you let it dry off and then you can just like flick it off with this thing. I got some eye boogers. You can flick it off with this thing. You can use a spoolie too, but this works better because it's not as rough. And just the way it is, it sweeps it away a little bit better and flicks it out. But glitter, y'all know, your husband uses it for his beard. Hey, that's a good idea. The comb, maybe my husband would do that. I have to get him one of these. But it's great for getting rid of glitter fallout. Now, you know, hack. I never heard anybody talk about that. But, you know, sometimes we just got to be inventive. All right, I'm going to use this little bit of, I almost have nothing left for clean brushes. What is this? A sticker from a bite size something or other. Okay. So, let's see. What I guess I'm going to do, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to use. I think I want to use Mr. Beaks. That's this dark one. That's like is it a duo or multi? I think it's a duo. But it's not super, super shimmery. I just want to see what that's going to do. And I'm going to try to use some contrast. Okay, I threw it away. So I need another wipe. I have to go to the dollar store and get another one because I haven't gotten any lately. I think people must have complained about like subscription boxes sending wipes out because we're like, really? And it's got to like, well, they probably don't pay for the weight. They probably just pay in bulk, so it doesn't matter. And then I don't know what other colors I'm gonna do. Maybe Snowmingo. Let's see, that's a pretty color. That's like that pinky color there. So maybe I'll do that with the other one. And then I'll just use this purple. Let's just try that and see how that works. Hey, let's do a halo. Halo, halo, halo. Every time I say halo, I want to sing that. I got to use this color. That color is just so stinking pretty. That's Pinkaberry. Pinkaberry. Oh, man, that's pretty. All right, so we're going to use that for sure, but I don't think we'll use it on the right eye. So I'm going to go into Stilts. That's this purple matte. I really hope these mattes are awesome. Checking to see if you guys wrote anything to me, because you know I'm blind. I don't have my glasses on. So yeah, I have an appointment at Target Optical because they're close by and because, you know, I figure maybe their glasses are a little cheaper than some other places. So even though my insurance is supposed to cover part of them, I'll just get one pair of glasses, like the actual prescription I need, and then I'll get the other cheap ones, like from all the places that I get cheap ones from. So I'm going to kind of put the rainbow part of the halo. I don't always do that. Sometimes I do like one side and then the other. But, you know, I'm feeling creative. So I'll bring it down here a little bit. I'm just winging it out a little bit because it just helps to lift the eye a little bit. Even though I look a little younger than I am, I still don't look like I'm 20 something. So we'll just take it what we can get. The matte is Not too bad. It's a little bit patchy, but I think I can just buff that out by adding more of the product. I'm going in a little bit heavier than I thought. I'm going to go into shrimp slushy after to kind of deepen up the inner and outer, but I'm just going to leave this as is right now, I think. Actually, I think I'm gonna try to lighten up the top just to make it less graphic, less abrupt. I did a pretty graphic look today. I haven't done those for a while. So I'm going to go into my e.l.f. Mad for Mattes. Oops, I just smudged my finger. That's okay, I'll pan it faster. I like this palette a lot, but I've been working on panning it for so long. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm ready to go on to the next. You know, sometimes. So I'm going to take this, I don't even know what the color is. It's like the fourth one in. It's the one that is just darker than my skin tone. And I'm just popping it right at the top to kind of blur that edge. And then after I blend that out a little bit, it's not really blending this edge. So there's a little blend issue here. It might just be because I didn't set, they might like a set base a little bit more. So Sugar Drizzle, I love the other two palettes I got from them. That's the Pickle palette and the Pizza Kitty. Kitty! I want a kitty! You guys are going to hear me cry and complain, or if I manage to get that kitty. Oh, there's another one on Craigslist too. That's an adult male cat. He looks like a sweetheart. And they're like, yeah, we're moving to a place that doesn't accept pets. And I'm like, you know, I had to rehome my cats when I went to Haiti. And I gave them to a friend who was a great cat owner. But then he ended up going to a place that he couldn't have them either. And my heart broke. I was like, oh my goodness. But he found a home for them. I haven't met the woman yet. I actually need to go visit them and see if they recognize me. Because I raised them from babies until they were like 2.5, 3 years old. And now they're like, what, 7? Maybe? That was a minute ago. So yeah, I should go and see if they remember me. But she put the one on Prozac, which I know her. And I know she's like moody and stuff. I don't think she needed Prozac. I think that was a little bit much. So anyway, okay. So that's just basically one color, but I did use both these two light colors in the Mad for Matte plus this one here, just to blend out the edge of it a bit, blur that out. That seems to have helped a little, but it's not the smoothest blend in the whole world. I'm also not taking the most time, so we're just getting an idea. All right, I am going to put down a tacky base though, I think, because I do want to make sure that these shimmer, I mean, everybody knows you get these palettes for the shimmers anyhow. I would have just been happy to have that middle row all shimmers. But I do like the greens that are in that pickle palette. I think those greens are really nice. They could have maybe put one more shimmer in here and then had two, like the berry purple and the dark purple would have been nice. I don't know. But actually the mattes are pretty good because you got like the mid-tone and then you got the deeper one and then you got that more pink. So I think that's pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to go in with a flat brush. Let's see, where's my small, like I said, most of my brushes are not washed. So, and I do like to wash them. I know some people don't care, but I like my brushes washed. So I'm going to put my shimmers on the lid, and then I'm going to finish up the mattes. I do this a little bit differently, and it's partly because I have limited space on my lid. So I try to use it to its full advantage for me. So I have to check and see if there's messages coming on. But you guys are probably just sitting there in awe watching the masterpiece that is my face. If people heard me talking and didn't know me, they'd be like, this woman is really full of herself. I'm not at all. Somebody just sent me a message. I hope it was about the kitty. I don't see what it says because I'm blind because I don't have my glasses on, but if they say, yes, you can have the kitty, come get her. There is a rehoming fee, but that's to be expected. If there wasn't, I would question. Actually, the second one doesn't have a homing fee, but he's an adult, and it's hard to get rid of adult cats. But he just looks like such a sweetheart. I'm like, I feel like he and Rainbow would probably get along. But he's an adult too, so again, I'll have to see if he has any dog trauma or if he seems like just looking at the picture of him, and I know that's not an accurate judge of a cat, but he seems to be a big lover, just a kind of a laid back fat cat, which is usually they do better with dogs. I know you can't entirely judge a cat by a picture, but you can kind of judge a cat by a picture based on like their eyes and their ear positions and things like that. So we'll see. I'll probably bring Rainbow along to choose whichever one it is so they can see. The problem with that is some owners could really freak out. Tangle Bee is here. Hi, Tangle Bee. How are you? So I'm going to use Snowmingo. Oh, wait. Maybe I want to use Flamingo Babe. No, I'm going to use Snowmingo because it's more pink. I'm going to put this in the middle and see how that works. I wiped this off on a wipe, but I think my tacky base is kind of not tacky anymore, maybe. It's still there. Ooh, I have a gurgly throat stomach thing about going on. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Okay, so Snowmingo is really a topper shade. So I probably should have taken this darker color, but ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm going to actually take the darker color, just go over the top of this to join it in the middle so it doesn't have that weird gap. And then I'll put the Snowmingo on the top because that's really acting like a beautiful topper. Look at that. Oh, look at that shimmer. Ooh. So that's the shimmer of that Mr. Beaks, which is that kind of almost a dark satiny grayish purple. It's a beautiful color. And I think it's a really nice accent because it gives some sheen, but also you can use it as kind of a blending shade. You use it a little bit between. And it also is a duochrome. So it's between like this dark purple and a lighter purple, basically. But yeah, that middle color is really pretty. There's not as much contrast as I would have liked, but you can see when the light catches it in the middle. That's nice. Yeah, it matches my hair. I know I'm so into the purple looks, purple and blue and pink looks now because it matches my hair. So I have my, what's that bright pink one? Fuchsia hair stuff that I'm probably going to put in before I go to the Dominican Republic because I want to brighten it up a little bit because I'm in the tropics. I'm also going to go to get myself waxed because honey, I don't usually worry about hair removal. It's not a thing my husband worries about. And, if he doesn't care, I don't care, basically. I know people are like, it's for me. Yeah, it's not for me. I mean, if he really hated it, first of all, I'd say you married the wrong girl because, I'm a hairy chick. That's part of the PCOS thing. But also, I'd be like, okay. It's kind of like, my hair's long because he prefers it long. I would have, by this point, have just gotten tired of it and cut it all off, especially when I was losing it. But more PCOS issues. All right, so I'm using shrimp slushy, which sounds so disgusting, by the way. That's how they make pink salt, right? And I think there's a difference between like rock salt, but pink salt, most pink salt that you get isn't actually just a mineral salt. It's actually from seawater, and they dissolve shrimp in it. That's how it becomes pink, because of all of the waste of the shrimp. All right, so I got a little bit of fallout here. Let me see if I can show you how this works. That little like farting sound was not farting. That was my chair. So this just flicks it off. All gone. Bye. See you later. Works beautifully to clean up fallout when it's like glittery fallout. All right, so I'm kind of liking that. I think I'm gonna blend it a little bit more. But now I'm thinking maybe I want to do something at the bottom just because I can. So I think I'm gonna put pink ice down there. And which one of these brushes am I gonna use? Because you know me, I just can't say no. If there's more colors to use, darn it, I gotta use them. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these e.l.f. brushes. This one's kind of beat up because I had it for a minute, but this is just the regular e.l.f. eye brush. And this is the pink ice in the upper left-hand corner of the palette. No, I'm not picking it up to show you. I could be nice. We're gonna put this on the inside. This is gonna flick all over, isn't it? Yes, please. It's actually really cute though. So I'm gonna go all the way across. I don't normally go all the way across with a shimmer, but this is cute. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull it down a little bit more because you know, it's a festive season right now, and we can have glitter all over the place. You don't really see it as much as I do, but I really like that glitter. I think it's super cute. This is not as much of a duochrome as the others, but it's cute. I would put something in the inner corner, and I think I'm going to just take that same one and pull it around, but I'm going to use this, which is the smudge eye thing. Not a brush. What is this called? Sponge. I'm going to put the same pink one right in the inner corner, just to give it some contrast. But you can see this palette is more pink than purple. I think you can see that. So that gives a nice highlight. It's not in person. It's much more bright pink than this. Normally I would put a mascara on. I ain't gonna do that. I don't do that, or not, I should say, during the day I put a mascara on, but on my Wednesday night eye looks, I don't do that because we're just playing with makeup here. That's all we're doing. All right, let's do the other side. I think this one is pretty much set. I think it's cute. You know, it's giving me an idea of what I'm working with. Let me tap out any creases. Not too bad. This is the Milani eye primer, by the way. Pop that back in my hand basket. All right, so now I need to use Feather Butt. That's the matte. That's the like more reddish matte. I'm gonna clean. Actually, let me go with the fluffier one right now. And I think I'll do a fade maybe. I definitely want to use Pinkberry. I did not use Flamingo, Baby, or Strawberry Snow. So let me actually swatch those three shimmers together and see what the difference is. So this is definitely, that one is really Impact. That's the, it's got like a blue iridescent reflect, blue-green with the pink base. And then this one is more just purple to lavender. And this one also is, but it's a little bit more shimmery, a little more frosty. So there's a lot of similarities to those two. There's not a lot as far as base. Those are more toppers as well. This one definitely has more substance, that pink based one. So we're going to use the pink based one. And then I think we'll use one of the others as a highlight, or maybe both just for fun, because, you know, why not? Prisco Hernandez is here. Hi. And Aim Davis 1979 is here. Welcome, welcome. Is that what it says? Aim Davis? Yeah. Welcome to the party. Prisco Hernandez has been here many times. I don't think Aim Davis has been here before, but welcome anyhow. We always like newcomers, and we like old comers, because you know, we're just all one happy family. I'm gonna put this basically at an angle out here, with this pinkish reddish color, just to see how it performs, and then I'm just putting a little bit on the brush and kind of flicking it out to get the shape. I'm gonna pinch this together just to get a little bit more precision. All right, I'm gonna go in with this lighter, or not lighter, but thinner, smaller. That's it, smaller e.l.f. brush. And again, we're just kind of coming up at the top. Pull that down a little bit. I want to make sure that this doesn't what's the word? What's the word? Patch. That it's not patchy, but that it just kind of builds gradually. So this is definitely a buildable formula, as opposed to a really pigmented formula. Corman Rob, 2017. Welcome back. Welcome back to the party. I try to remember all your names when you come in. And if you come back and I don't remember you, I'm really sorry. It's not that I don't love you. It's that I'm old and I don't remember things. Sorry, I shouldn't say that because, you know, that just means that people who are older than me, they feel like they're really, really old. So it's probably not a nice thing to say. But I do kind of like, so because of my hooded eyes, I kind of like doing this because it gives a little wing out and it adds a little bit of dimension. But then also when I lift my eye, you see how much I've covered a ton of lid space. But when my eye is open completely, you can't see that. I'm just blending the crap out of this to try to soften that up a little bit. There we go. That looks flamingo-y. All right, guys, back to the glitter, the tacky base. This is such a tacky base. It's such a tacky base. This is such a good tacky base. If you don't have this, you should probably pick this up. We're going to put Pinkberry and then maybe strawberry or actually flamingo baby on the inside, I think. So Pinkberry in the most of it, like 2/3 of it. I'm using that same brush because I cleaned it off. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, by the way. They're really good for their brushes. I need to check more BH Cosmetics stuff. I know people love their shadows, and I love the ones that I've had, but I haven't had that many. I'm just going to kind of dab off that brush a little bit to dry it a little, but then I'll use the same one to pick up the Pinkberry, and I'm going to apply this over that 2/3 of my lid. I didn't actually put the sticky base on the inside because I don't want it to dry by that time. Oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. You could literally just bathe in this. Look at that reflect. Can you see the pink shift to the green? Iridescent. It's basically like pink cotton candy meets mermaids and unicorns. I had to think about that for a second, but that's what it is. Oh, this color is so pretty. This is so girly. Oh my goodness, I feel like a pretty, pretty princess. Look at that shift. Ooh. Ooh. The whole palette is worth this color. This color is the palette. This is, I'm just going to keep putting it on because I can. Also, for hooded eyes, one of the tricks of using a tacky base, people say a lot of times that they can't use a tacky base because it creases. You have to make sure it's really set. So you can do this, and then if you want to, you could actually tap a matte over the top just to make sure it's really, but look, oh my goodness, that shift. Do I not look like a pretty, pretty princess? I mean, I know you all want to be me right now. I want to be me right now. So there. Just kidding. I don't know what that unnecessary head wag was for, but you know, I was feeling myself. I was feeling feisty or something. We're gonna go into Flamingo Baby. I'm gonna pick up just a little bit of that tacky base and pop this into the inner corner, and get a little stickiness in the front there. I know it's so funny because so many of these words have like sexual connotations, and I say it, I'm like, somebody's gonna take that wrong, and then I'm like, whatever, I don't care. So this, I don't know if this color is gonna come off darker or the same or what. So this is the purple and blue sort of thing. There's quite a bit different than what I just put there, but we're just playing. So, you know, I'm not going anywhere with my eyes looking two different ways. Although I've done it. Won't be the first time. So this, you see that pretty lavender? There's not really much of a shift. It's just a really pretty lavender thing. Multichromes and duochromes are life. Yes, they're life, but they also are expensive. So when I can get them in a palette like this, I like that because they just seem to give more options. But that lavender is really pretty. But I don't know that I would wear it with this. Basically, this color just needs to be on. It just needs to be everywhere. And maybe a little bit more darkened out here. Like I might add more shrimp slushy. Let's do that just because we can. Where's that? Where's that little brush? I don't know. I stick it in there, maybe. So I'm going to use some of this shrimp slushy, which is that darker, I don't know if you can see that. That little bit darker purple. Just to give some dimension out here. Right on top of that reddish color. Yeah. See, now that gives a little, like a little shadow. So it kind of gives that bright duochrome action, something to sit on. I do really like that lavender in the middle, and actually in person, yeah, it does. It looks like two different eyes. I mean, not two different eyes, but they just don't look like they really go together because they've got their own thing, and they're competing. But that's okay because we're just playing. What are we gonna put on the bottom? We have strawberry snow, and so we may as well use it. You know how I said I wasn't going to use that every color in the palette? I lied. I do that sometimes. I don't do it on purpose. I just do it because I get excited. So strawberry snow is, a lot of these colors look much more purple in the pan, but then when you put them on, they're much more pink. And I'm totally cool with that, like purple tone pinks, because pink is like, that's my skin color. And purple is my favorite color. So just putting them together works. I think this one I just put on probably matches this duochrome a little bit better. It does have, these definitely have a reflect, but this one is really similar to that one. So I would say Strawberry Snow and Flamingo Baby. One of those is probably not necessary in this palette. I'm not mad because they're both really pretty, but it would have been nice to have something a little bit different. A little bit different. I would have loved to have something that was more green, or something more blue. Just go for the whole mermaid thing. Why not? Time to wash the brushes. Because next time you guys are with me, I'm going to have clean brushes, dang it. It only takes 5 minutes to wash. It's like super, super fast. But with Castile soap, faster than I don't know. Faster than a speeding bullet. Something like that. Oh, we were talking about shows. Oh, there's my other one. See, I can't see anything. I just feel around like Sammy Davis Jr. And then yeah, so what was I saying? Shows that we're watching. So I watched All Rise. That's a good show, but the thing is they like tried to portray, have you guys seen it? Tell me you guys have seen it. They tried to portray, oh, what's her name? Lola, she was a showgirl. Anyway, they tried to portray her as this like super neutral, fair judge. That girl, she was manipulating things, and she would go in there with like preconceived ideas of XYZ. I mean, she was not neutral. Where's my glasses? She was not neutral. But I did like, I like the drama. I thought it was well written. I just don't like when they get political. Once they start getting political and they start like having agendas, but all of Hollywood is, and it's super leftist and all that kind of stuff. And so you just kind of deal with it. I do like my eyes, though. I get distracted by shiny things, including the eyeshadow on my eyes. Ain't it cute? Both of the eye looks are really cute. Okay, let me just take them off and compare. All right, so a little intermission to look at my eyes. And then what I'm watching right now is Unreal. Have you guys seen Unreal? Because that's kind of fun. And it's messed up too. It's a messed up show, but it's, you live vicariously through these people who are nuts. And it's basically about a reality show and how they manipulate the reality show to basically, manipulate reality. And, people kill themselves and all sorts of stuff because of the manipulations. and go nuts and, you know, all these things. And everybody's in it for them. I mean, we already knew that. The thing is, it's kind of like professional wrestling. Like years ago, they're like, no, professional wrestling is real. And we're like, we're not dumb. But then some people were like, my grandpa, he swore it was real. Swore it was real. Loved the stuff. No, it's real. It's real. He'd get so mad if you said it wasn't real. And then they came out and said, ha, just kidding, it's fake. And we were like, yep, we knew. Those of us thinking people did. But people did the same thing with like all the reality shows like the Bachelorette and that kind of crap. It's, my niece loves that show. And I'm just like, but I do like the ones like, you know, where they do something. That makes sense to me. Even though I know a lot of it is, you know, they look for the drama and stuff too. But people like me, I'm not looking for the drama. I'm looking for, I want to see the best fashion. I watch it for the fashion. I think it's great. So, but anyhow, this palette, what do we think? I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think the range is really pretty. I mean, look at that. Oh, this one as a topper worked perfectly over that deeper one. And that deeper one really is a nice kind of between a matte and a shimmer. I feel like it probably would be picked up quite nicely with like a more dense brush like this one. This is an e.l.f. brush also. Or that's also the e.l.f. brush. I have a lot of e.l.f. brushes. Or that's also an e.l.f. brush. Apparently all my e.l.f. brushes are clean. And they're the only ones that are clean. Or this one, which is a Anastasia brush. Yeah, apparently my e.l.f. brushes are clean. I need to get some more. Fluffy Smiles, you're here. Hi, welcome. What do you think of my eye look? That is this palette. It's so cute. Can you get this up in Canada? Are they Canadian? Who's Canadian? There was somebody that was Canadian that I was thinking of ordering from. I can't think of who it is, but there's somebody from Canada. I think Toronto. I don't remember who it was. But yeah. This is a little bit weird because it's got that weird lavender in the inner corner, but I wanted to try everything. But look at that duochrome. Oh, look at that duochrome action. Just, I literally could just put this all over my face and just walk around and be like, and I'd be happy. I had to be a happy camper. I'd be a weird happy camper, but a happy camper nonetheless. Yeah, and this little halo, it didn't turn into much of a halo, but I mean, it's got a little bit of a shimmer in the middle. I just have to figure these out a little bit more because they are deceptive in the pan, so you don't quite know what they are. But the palette is beautiful. If you like purples and pinks, this is a great palette for you. It is more purple than I would have expected with Pink Flamingo, but you know, who cares? Who cares? I'm loving purple, so we're all good. Is this a favorite purple palette? It is not, and the reason is because some of the shimmers are too similar, and because the mattes are not that great. But they are usable. So this one I blended out with the e.l.f. This guy. And this one I just blended out by itself. And those work pretty well. Let me zoom myself in so you can see. And by zoom myself in, I mean leaning in closer. I was pretty close already, so I didn't bring my stack of books up. But yeah, so I think this is a great palette. If you like those colors, try this out. I really like the brand. This is my second order from them. I had to get this one because it was purple, so you know. And I already knew the brand, so I felt comfortable ordering it again from them. And like I said, I've got the Pizza Kitty and the Pickle palette from them. And those are gorgeous palettes. So very, very happy with SugarDrizzle. Yay, SugarDrizzle. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just like them. And yeah, by the way, this is not going to be on the chopping block right now because I kind of like these purple vibes that I'm getting out of this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I end up. I'm trying to come 2022, trying to set it up so that every month I get rid of a palette. I have a stack of palettes here that I actually need to bring for our New Year, not New Year's. I actually might bring it for Christmas. I might bring it for New Year's too. I don't know. I mean, I can only bring it once because I'm giving them away. I can't give them away twice. My mom does that. And one of the secrets of my mom, because her love language is giving. And so if you give my mom something, the way you know that she really loves it is when she gives it away to somebody else. because she gives things away that she really loves. The faster she gives it away, the more she loves it. So it's success because giving is her love language. So not only receiving, but giving. She loves to give. So yeah, that's you can't be insulted when she does it because that's just what mom's gonna do. But yeah, I got a stack of palettes here that need to find another home. And then I'm trying to out a palette every month. I don't know if I'll have one in my repertoire this month that I want to out. I would have to put one in there that I thought that I want to do away with, and I don't know if I'm ready to do that because there's so many other ones I want to try. I might. I don't know. I might find one to put in there and be like, don't like it as much for the last couple ones, but I thought this was gonna be it, and I used it again, and I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it yet. I do quite like it. So it's been my second set of looks with this. You can scroll back and find my first set. It's been nice. It's been great to use. The other one that maybe I would have thought, I keep every time I use it, I'm like maybe, but now I use and that's what's happening is some of the palettes. That's why I like to use them twice before I get rid of them. I use them once and then I'm like, and then I try it again, and by then my skill set has increased. And I'm like, I actually really like this. Or the opposite. Some cases I'm like, I really like this. And then I use it again. And I'm like, that's not as good as I thought it was. Because I'm just getting to know better palettes and stuff. So that's why I try to use a palette twice, like, do like the 3 looks twice over a period of time. So with, several months or a couple months in between at least, so that I can get used to it. But I have to go through some of these and see which ones I would want to get rid of. Like, for example, I'm just looking at the ones that are coming up in my repeats. This one I might consider getting rid of. It's a nice performing palette. This is a Profusion I Love You So Brunch. This one actually performs nicely, but it does hard pan on a couple of these. This one here has some hard pan to it. If I use the tacky base, it probably wouldn't. Also, like the whole top of this is just really neutral. This is the top because it's upside down, right? Which is, not really my vibe. But some of these colors are really super pretty. But then I'm like, I bet I have a niece or a great niece that would really, really love this because it's so colorful. And they'd probably get way more use out of it than I would. So maybe I'll just pass it on. So I might actually go through these and just see what I have and pull some out that I don't think that I'm going to use. Maybe I'll just do a declutter. Should I do a declutter? What do you guys want to see from me in 2022? Are you liking the Wednesday night 2 looks? I feel like that's a popular thing. People like to see that. And then Sunday, we just talk about stuff, whatever it is that I've gotten. And I could do like some other specialty shows, either add another day or just, do like Sunday, talk about oils or PCOS or one of the topics you guys like to talk about, politics, religion, social activism. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll go through these and find some that I think it's time to fade out and see if I can find homes from. Maybe that should be a project of mine. All right, guys, that's all I got. I'm going to see you in the next one. That's going to be on Sunday will I be here Sunday? I will be here Sunday. Yes, I will be here Sunday. That'll be a Sunday at 1 or 2-ish, 1-ish, usually 1-ish. So I'll see you in that one and Central Standard Time. Until then,